Welcome everybody to the Prolonged Engagement Show. This is episode 33. My name is Kyle.
And I'm Sarah.
And you can find everything that we do at theprolongedengagement.com. There you can find links to our YouTube page at youtube.com/theprolongedengagement show. You can also get links to iTunes and our Facebook and Twitter accounts. All right. So.
I get to take the lead this time?
Yeah.
All right, so.
God help us.
I can do this.
God still exists, according to Supernatural, so.
He does exist. Okay. So as you all know, we're coming to the end of summer.
Mm-hmm.
And this is normally the time people take car trips.
Okay.
To, like.
This is the end of summer.
I know, but they take their family car ride trip things. At least that's what
What if they already took them in June or July? We've missed out on them all.
Well, you know
August is the only one left. The only one left.
Well, they can still do it.
Okay.
Okay. And since I swear, I think we've been to almost every single theme park on the Eastern Seaboard.
No, we haven't.
What have we missed then?
King's Dominion's one of them.
Yeah, King's Dominion. But what else? There's nothing farther north than this. And you know that.
See. I think we've hit them all.
Yeah, we've hit them all except for King's Dominion.
Haven't been to Coney Island.
Oh, true. But is that even
I don't even know if that counts as
that
a
is
theme
not
park.
a theme park. That's a pier.
I bet you there's some in New Jersey.
No.
I bet you there are.
I've done the research.
I bet you there's a Six Flags somewhere up there.
Nope. I think Six Flags Over America is the last one until you go west.
Okay.
But since
we've been to a lot of, how about this one? We'll say we've been to almost all
on the Eastern Seaboard.
You can. I think you could be safe to say that one.
Yes. And being that we've done so many, honestly, on the Eastern Seaboard, we can probably tell you like the ones to hit and miss.
You should hit them all.
No, you shouldn't.
Which one should you not hit?
The music one.
The Freestyle Music Park in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
It wasn't bad. It just wasn't my favorite.
What, because it wasn't Disney or Universal?
No, because
or it wasn't run by SeaWorld Parks?
Shut up.
Or run by Six Flags?
Shut up. No, that's not the problem. It was, how do I explain it? It was awkward for me, the layout of the park. It wasn't a circle, it wasn't a square. It was like the single squiggly line.
Yeah, well, guess what? Six Flags America is like that too.
No, Six Flags America is like a friggin' squid.
It's a squid. Especially when you have to go to the back ass end
of the entire
park just to get to Batwing.
Yeah, which you don't want to ever go on.
No,
ever.
Really.
So, but yeah, we're gonna tell you guys.
There's a tiny little circle, and then there's one thing that goes off this way and one thing that goes off that way, but nothing connecting those two.
Yeah.
I like that about Six Flags America.
But like, the only reason I'm gonna hate on the music one for a little bit is because of how dead it was when we went.
Well, it was what Freestyle Music Park was. It was supposed to be a hard rock.
Yes, it was supposed to be a hard rock.
Supposed to be a hard rock
amusement park.
But Hard Rock either
pulled out
or they. I think they were losing too much money, and so they ended up selling it. And then but since everything was pretty much already built.
Yeah, they kind of just opened it.
Yeah. So I have no idea why Hard Rock would have pulled out if they had already made the damn park.
Yeah. The rides were there.
The rides were there and everything. So I don't know what the heck goes on in there and whatever went on in their minds, but
it was just very awkward for me. It was
like
a weird
going
park. Into a ghost theme park.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, kind of. There was hardly anybody there.
Yeah.
There were no lines for anything.
There was never any lines. There was no one there. There was no one at the shows.
It was a cute little place, though.
It had cute theming to it. Like, you can tell what
everything
they were
rock and roll
thinking.
Theme.
Like, one of them was completely Beatles themed.
Mm-hmm. And they had a whole England area.
Yeah.
Right? So there was lots of Beatles and Rolling Stones.
and stuff like that. But it was just,
There was one roller coaster there that I really, really
I would
liked,
go
though.
back on that one.
I can't remember what it's called.
Century.
What?
It was Century something because it had the Century music things,
Uh-huh.
and you got put into the lines based upon what century you were going to listen to.
Yeah. They had, 70s to
70s
2000s?
to 90s.
2000s.
2000s? Because
Yeah.
we got put into 2000.
Mm-hmm.
We got put,
Yeah.
I think.
And I still thought that it was weird because we went there at, well, I guess it was the tail end of the 2000s, right?
Yeah. Heading into the
did we
10s.
go there in high school? I guess we
No.
were still in high school.
No. It was
Huh.
after high school. We were in college.
Oh, well. Then I guess that's fine. Anyway, we
We were
graduated
early.
in 2009, so.
Yeah.
Tail end. But, we got put into we were like the only people there, and we got put into the 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
And, it really is what it ended up doing is that, each door was the same exact ride. It was the same track.
Yeah.
It just if you went into this door, that's the music that you got to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
So it was pretty cool that we got to listen to
It was a
things
cool
like
idea.
No Doubt,
Yeah.
and things like that. But that was the first roller coaster that we've been on that played music though.
Mm-hmm. And we loved it. I remember that, and that's where we got our first guitars.
Mm-hmm. I didn't get my first guitar there, but
No, I did.
mm-hmm.
You jackass. But
I sold my first one.
yeah, you did.
I wanted new cables for my rack, so my sound system.
I know.
Sold my guitar and bought 2 cables.
But it just bothered me how empty it was.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it always scared me when a theme park is empty.
But yeah,
Like, I don't know why. Like, inherently, it bothers me.
I like it though.
I
when
love
theme
it.
parks are empty.
Oh, I love it. Oh!
What?
Wild Adventure.
Yeah, that one is actually scary when it's empty.
I just remembered it. It just hit me over the side of the head in Valdosta, Georgia.
It was.
It's a cute little park,
It was the
though.
same company that owned Cypress.
Gardens?
Is that what that place is called?
Yeah.
Cypress Gardens, right?
Yeah.
With the Yeah, Cypress
Mhm.
Gardens. Yeah.
I miss Cypress Gardens. That was a fantastic theme park.
It's now Legoland, Florida. We haven't been to Legoland. I don't want to go to Legoland.
Ever want to go Legoland?
It's the only one that we're missing in Central Florida now.
I don't give a shit.
It's the only one.
They took over Cypress Gardens, and Cypress Gardens was so awesome.
No, it wasn't.
I loved Cypress Gardens.
Okay,
So
well,
you can't-
why did you love Cypress Gardens?
Huh? I liked it because of the boat.
Hmm? What?
There was a boat ride at Cypress Gardens,
Uh-huh.
and it had a glass bottom boat.
Nope.
No?
That's Silver Springs.
I swore. No.
That's Silver
Are
Springs.
you sure?
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. I'm dead. Yeah.
I remember that being
Cypress Gardens.
Gardens.
No, Cypress Gardens was the one with the
Because it had a boat
with the
ride.
skis.
Yeah.
Ski people. No. You're thinking Silver Springs.
But Cypress Gardens also had the ladies in the big dresses. And then you could rent the
Yes.
big dresses.
Yes.
And I always wanted to do that as a kid.
That
I
was
never
the Cypress
got to.
Gardens. Yes, you're right. But the glass bottom boat is at Silver Springs.
Oh. But I love Cypress Gardens for that because it just was pretty and had all the pretty gardens in it, and Mo loved
Yeah,
the
that
gardens.
was cool. Yeah. They did have a few little, dinky roller coasters around there that they had decided to put in because
Later,
no one was
still
still
they
they
were
were still fighting with Universal and
they
Disney in the
still
area,
wanted to be there, and then we went for their Halloween thing, right?
which was called
I don't fucking
Phobia.
really that was phobia.
Yeah.
Because
Because
was
Cypress Gardens and Wild Adventures were owned by the
That's
same
right.
park, so they both had
Phobia.
Phobia was the like wannabe Halloween Horror Nights.
But it was so cute,
Well, because they
and
had
it was my first one.
well they had that big walk, right?
In the dark, over the swamp,
Mm-hmm.
and y'all fucking left me.
Well, they had, because both Cypress Gardens and
Phobia.
and Wild Adventure
Yeah.
had those big long walks,
Mm-hmm.
like over some grassland area or whatever, with trees and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was the first time that we had really walked through something that where they were actually trying to scare you.
Yes.
We had not done that ever before. We did that.
And apparently I said like the most funniest thing in the world because not only you guys laughed, but so did the people working there.
Mm-hmm. Because we said that we weren't going to run away from you, and we ended up running away from you.
Not only did you run, y'all pushed me towards the sound. And
I did not push you towards the sound.
someone grabbed me and pushed me towards it.
That might have been your daddy.
Because it was a guy with a chainsaw. And y'all told me, just keep walking, don't look back.
Mm-hmm.
So I set my eye going forward, and I had my arms like this.
Mm-hmm.
And I kept walking forward, and I was in the middle of the group.
Everyone comes back to see if you're okay.
No,
and
no,
you
no.
said-
No, nobody ever came back.
Well, yes, we did.
You came
We all
back.
came back.
I don't remember anyone else coming back. But I remember standing like there, and I was so scared. And then I hear footsteps behind us, so I think it's another guest.
Mm-hmm.
And then I hear the...
Mm-hmm.
And y'all scattered like bugs.
Yep. That was it.
And then I apparently said the funniest thing in the world.
You said, I soiled myself.
Not... You're saying it incorrectly. Because I said it so much more calmly. Because I remember Mom screaming, Sarah, are you okay? And I just calmly said, I soiled myself.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
everyone
Wild Adventures
laughed.
had that, what was that called? Hangman? That was
Yeah.
the Hangman and the Swamp Thing, right?
Yep, Swamp Thing was awesome. Daddy rode Swamp Thing.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think your mother rode that one, too.
Yeah.
They did not ride Hangman. We rode
No.
Hangman.
And Hangman scared me.
Those were shitty rides.
What I remember very clearly...
And that was the one with the magical elf, right?
Oh, God,
That-
Magic Elf.
Yeah, the
Magic Elf at the magic show.
That was
He was wonderful. He changed my entire world.
that poor park. Oh, just the laughing stock was what.
The one thing I really do remember, I don't know if you remember it, but they had a virtual 3D ride
Mhm.
during Halloween.
Yeah.
But you could see everybody in the ride.
Mm-hmm.
I remember this very clearly. So Dad and I went to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And you had to run, you had to punch, you had to scream, you had to jump.
Okay.
I just remember this very clearly because I thought this was like, I was like, this is the coolest ride in the entire world because it's actually affected by what I do.
Okay.
And then I won.
Oh, all right. I don't remember any of that, but
I do because I remember I got the highest points on
they
there.
actually had
It
a
was
haunted
awesome.
house at Cypress Gardens.
Oh yeah, we went, and my parents went in. We didn't.
No, me and your daddy went in, and you stayed outside
Oh, that's right.
with your mama.
What about that other one though? Was that Cypress Gardens or Wild Adventures where Mom and Dad went in, and you could hear Mom throughout the entire thing?
I think that might have been Wild Adventures because we went to Phobia the following year.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were at Phobia at Wild Adventures, and we went to Phobia at Cypress Gardens the following year.
Yeah.
So.
But I remember this very clearly because I don't know why I got scared and I didn't go in.
Good God, that must have been like freshman or sophomore year of high school.
Yeah.
Um,
But I remember very clearly Mom and Dad went in.
08 was... 08 was the first year we went to Halloween Horror Nights,
Mhm.
right? Okay.
But that was after we'd gone to Phobia.
Yeah. We went to Halloween Horror Nights the first time, and you didn't go into any
I
of
didn't
the
go to any
houses.
houses. Not a single one.
Yeah.
And now I can go into all of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You
Shut
went to
up.
all the scare zones.
I went through all the scare zones. That was pretty good for me. I was a chicken shit back then.
That was when we'd had David come with us, right? And that's when we went through the zombie land with all the zombie Nazis in there.
No, that was the second year.
And whatever. Anyway, well,
The first time we didn't go through anyone with anyone.
we walked through that scare zone, and he's saying that all we want to do is eat your brains.
Yes.
We're not unreasonable. I mean, we don't want to eat your eyes.
Yeah. And I swore the actors were going to kill him.
Mm-hmm. And that was also Yeah, he also went up to one of the zombies and he gave him a salute and he said, "David Foster reporting for duty." And he like the zombie Nazi
honestly.
totally ignored him.
And poor David was like,
It was funny. You had to be there.
Yeah.
It was one of those where you had to be there.
it was really funny. It was cute. But I can't remember what happened. Oh, you could hear Mom throughout the entire thing at that one house
Mm-hmm.
screaming.
Yeah.
And you knew it was my mom. It was very clearly my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're sitting there laughing, and the woman at the end of it who was supposed to scare you
Mm-hmm.
turned to us and said, "You haven't turned around in a while, have you?" Do you remember that?
No.
I remember this very clearly because I was so scared.
I only have long-term memory for about a year back, you know.
Oh, okay.
So
You dump after a year?
yeah, I dump after a year. I don't
Okay.
have that much. I don't have that much RAM.
Okay. Then I must be a better processing computer than you.
No, that's not true.
I have more long-term storage.
Okay, well, what if
Well,
I run at 3 gigahertz?
I'm
what if
trying
I'm a 3,
to help these people
what if
choose a
I'm a
theme
3
park to go to.
What
and
if
you
I'm a 3
fucked up my
gigahertz
entire
quad
thing.
core and you're a 2 gigahertz dual core, but I only run off of 2 gigs of memory and you run off of 16? Now what?
You lost me.
Explain that to
I
me,
was trying to
people.
tell them where to go for their family vacations to a theme park,
Okay.
and you got me distracted.
There's only one place that you need to go. Okay.
Which is
Busch Gardens, Williamsburg.
yes.
That's where if you were actually going somewhere, if you were going to get in the car and you're going to take a road trip and you're going to go freaking somewhere where you're going to get to a theme park and it's going to be a great experience and you're not going to have to deal with all that much shit, Busch Gardens, Williamsburg.
Yeah.
That's where I will go every time. That's where I would go every time.
Yep.
It's fantastic.
Can I still tell the story about what happened?
Happened what?
I don't know how you don't remember this, because the guy was standing right behind us and he had a mask on, and he was standing there for like 5 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
like right over our shoulders, and he screamed like a girl.
Oh, I don't remember that at all. So
How do you not remember that?
I don't.
I remember it because you screamed
There's
like
so
a little
many
girl.
things that I don't remember.
So you remember that, but
I told you I have I completely formatted my my hard drive for everything pre 2005. So, and then even after that, it was like trying to get that thing spinning again was hard. I mean, after 2005, I had to get a new operating system. It was bad. It was really bad.
What about
It was really bad.
I was gonna say another park and I can't
What?
remember.
Hmm?
Six Flags.
I had this crappy operating system that was it was a mixture of Southern Baptist and abusive father. So I needed to upgrade to Mac OS X. I'm all good now.
I was gonna talk about another theme park and I can't remember it.
I really like Six Flags too.
I do like Six Flags. I do like the Six Flags.
The
parks.
nice things about Six Flags is that
You go in a straight line, you'll get anywhere.
it's also that, except for America, you know.
Mhm.
But
What?
come on, baby. But like Six Flags Over Georgia, I really like.
I love
like that
Apollo's
one.
Chariot.
Apollo's Chariot's at Williamsburg. You're talking about Goliath.
Yes.
Goliath they're the same damn ride.
That's why I said it.
Yeah. So normally when you go to Six Flags, you know, there is
Their characters are better too, I think.
they have Looney Tunes, and I think because, and you know, you're basing this off of, you know, the Disney and Universal ones where they're out there all the time and they have so many people that they see throughout the day, and you know, I'm sure that there are some, you know, there are some individuals that take that very seriously, but I think that you don't I think that there's more of an ability to get not get lazy. What's the word? It's like
Burnt out.
What?
Burnout.
Yeah, I guess burnt out would probably work. I guess there's more of a chance to get burnt out when you're at somewhere where
At like a
literally
Universal or
hundreds
Disney.
and hundreds of people a day.
Come to see
come
you.
to see you. Um, but you don't see all that many people when you're at a Six Flags park. So I think that the people that do that in there, and also in Orlando, you say like, well, if I lose this job at Disney, I can just go over to Universal and I could work there. Or if I lose my job at Universal, I can go over to SeaWorld and I can do the same job there.
Yeah.
There's more
Diversity.
There's more diversity where if you were good here, you'll be good there. If you were good there, you'll be good at this other place. Whereas there's only one of those things, in those areas. I mean, even between Baltimore and Williamsburg, there's only three
Theme parks.
3 theme parks. And it's Six Flags America, and then you have King's Dominion, and then you have Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, and it's like you've got 3 hours between them.
Yep.
It's 3 hours in between each of them. So
yes.
It's not like it's really easy to get to. I mean, from where we are, it's 30 minutes out to. It took us 35 minutes to get out to Six Flags.
Yeah.
It takes about an hour and a half to get to King's Dominion. It takes 3 hours to get to Williamsburg. So,
2.
Yeah, 2.25.
Yeah.
To get to Williamsburg. So, I mean, yeah. I can't say 3 hours in between that. That's not it.
No.
Anyway, but you know what I mean. Whereas you go to Disney and it's literally 20 minutes between there and Universal.
And then between Universal and SeaWorld, 20 minutes.
And it's, and they're all on that one strip. You can get to all of them within 30 minutes of each other.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's not all that difficult.
Nope. But I was just so surprised at how much they actually wanted to be around people.
Yeah.
Because I had Bugs Bunny come straight up to me and was dancing with me.
Mm-hmm. The smaller theme parks are really nice. Now,
I love them.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't go to the bigger ones like Universal and Disney, because you're not going to get experiences like you get at Universal and Disney anywhere else.
But the problem is that you won't get the character experiences like you do at the smaller theme parks.
Oh, well. But Disney has the characters that you want to go to see. That's the problem.
True.
So they have Anna and Elsa, and they have, Gaston and Belle. And,
I'm sorry. I will let me say this because I did make a mistake. There is an exception to the rule. Because every video I've ever seen of Gaston at Disney, he's friggin' fantastic.
Yeah. See, like I'm saying, like there are some of them. I said that there are some of them that they really take their job seriously and they really do a good job at it.
I've never seen a bad Gaston.
Yeah.
They're all very they all want to pay attention to who they're with.
But I think that also brought along, because with that new Fantasyland brought in those characters. So,
yes.
Gaston actually has a place for people to come see him. Disney has, they've always had it to where you can go to places to see these characters. But I mean, they have actually built things to see the characters now. So that's, that makes it really, makes it pop out.
I never got to have, I guess, the quintessential Disney experience where I went to go see the princesses and shit.
You never wanted to.
I was never that kid. Like I do now, because I want to see why everyone's like, I want to go see the Disney princesses. And I'm over here wanting to go see Bumblebee and Megatron, the Transformers.
I don't want to see any characters.
I don't love
go to theme parks
characters.
for that. I go to theme parks for roller coasters and Harry Potter World.
I know. I like to see the characters because sometimes you can have a really great experience with a character.
Mm-hmm.
Like
sometimes.
Because I've only heard wonderful stories, and this is only on the West Coast. Sorry, guys. At Universal with their Transformer characters.
Mm-hmm.
Like Megatron will actually make fun of you.
They run a whole different ship over there.
Yeah.
So it's a lot different.
like apparently he makes fun of people. Their Halloween Horror Nights.
Mm-hmm.
Their
Halloween Horror Nights sucks because everything that it's always a year behind.
Yes, but you didn't.
The stuff that happens in Orlando gets shipped out to California for the following year.
Yes, but that's not what I'm talking about.
What?
They have what's called Chucky's Emporium, which Orlando has never
Please
had.
don't tell me anything about that.
I'm about to. I'm just saying that Orlando's never had it. What it is so you know how I don't know how to explain this anymore. Give me a second. You have like a booth.
Mm-hmm.
And so Chucky actually sits up there and badmouths people.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So like because I've seen videos about it. I can't tell you how many times. But he honestly is crude. He gets to the point of being crude. It's very much, you're talking to Chucky. Because there was one time, and I thought he pushed the envelope on this one. Guy's sitting there with the camera recording, and he goes, "Hey, fat bitch, come here. I want to talk to you." And he goes, "Can you waddle any faster?" And shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I honestly sat there, my mouth agape, and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
But everybody was loving it because it's Chucky.
Mm-hmm. People go for the experience.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And I was like, okay, if Orlando brought that here, it'd be shut down the first week.
Yeah, I think so too. The Orlando crowd is
teenage girls.
Yeah, they suck.
Because even here, or not here, but back in Orlando, they had an actual voodoo ritual this year.
Yeah.
You heard about this, right? I told you about it because I was so angry about it. And so, and a lot of the viewers know about this too. Our friends know about this because I had a discussion with them about how angry this made me. So they had the voodoo ritual, and kids didn't like it because too realistic.
Yeah.
So what they do?
Took it out.
Took it out.
They always take everything out. And then if there's too much blood here, they end up
change it.
They're so wishy-washy with Halloween Horror Nights, which is why I'm just like I'm kind of done with it.
I am too, but at the same time, I want to go this year because Jack is back.
Yeah.
Like he's the only
but
reason.
I don't want to. But I'm not gonna sit there. I'm gonna wait. Because if we end up going down there, for it, I'm gonna look in. I'm gonna say, okay, well, what are the houses that everyone's saying are the best, and I'll go into 3 of them and be done with it. Because I'm not gonna sit in line. I mean, it's been
the only way we get to go through everything is if we did express.
Right, and the way that we've been doing it for years has been that we get a frequent fear. Mm-hmm. We go there, we get into 2 or 3 a night, and then we leave.
Yep.
Because it gets to the point where all the lines are 2 hours long, and I'm not waiting 2 hours for a damn haunted house. So
I get express.
Yeah, that
point
that may be a thing. We may have to
be it, but at the same time, I'm
really excited for Howl-O-Scream up here. I'm ready to go to Howl-O-Scream in Williamsburg.
Oh yeah, I'm ready for that. Really I'm ready for
And we can get into Howl-O-Scream in Tampa too.
Free.
Yeah.
I'm awesome.
Because we got premium passes.
I know. The one I'm really excited about,
which are $180 cheaper if you get them in Virginia. That is just insane.
Yes. Take this tip: if you're going to get your passes for
find a friend with a Virginia address and use their address to get premium passes because it's freaking ridiculous.
It's so weird. I was gonna say something. I'm actually more excited about Mickey's Not So Scary than I am Halloween Horror Nights.
I love Mickey's Not So Scary.
And it's not because of the candy. Not for me.
I like it because, there's still a lot of people there, but it's a really, really, it's a nice experience.
It's a nicer experience. You get to dress up, which we're going to have to figure out this year.
We'll figure it out.
You get to dress up in a costume, and you get to go on your favorite rides. Mm-hmm. And then they have like the most awesome parade in the entire world.
It's a pretty awesome parade.
So.
Well, you did an excellent job telling people about
Halloween I got distracted, son of a bitch!
and you did not give them what they wanted other than to go to Williamsburg, but you gave them no indication of why to go there. So,
Okay.
everybody, that was episode 30.
2, 3.
Oh, damn it. It was 33, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Same age
episode
as John.
33 of the... He's not 33?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Is he 30?
Get the hell out of here.
Fuck me.